Hello traders, welcome to the Monday forecast for the beginning of the week. We're starting with the euro and the US dollar as always. So this pair is currently stuck between the low and the high. We have seen a really nice uptrend in the week before, so just at the end of the week we started a really nice uptrend. There were some opportunities right here. I had a pending order at this point after this candle, but I did not get tagged in anywhere in this trend. So now I'm waiting to see how this will develop. As we know, as a reminder, Mondays and Tuesdays are predominantly range mode days. So this is the exact same price action that we expect for a Monday or a Tuesday. That's why I'm expecting more of this range. And of course, we do know that there are liquidity areas below and above this range like this. So liquidity areas below and above. And we do need to see how the price reacts in these areas. Do we just break and retrace, or do we actually break, continue, and then get maybe a nice downtrend? Or if we break and continue to the upside and then get a nice uptrend. So we need to be really careful in these areas where people keep their stops. I'm just being more patient. I'm just waiting to see how this will develop. And yeah, seeing what will happen. So we can move on to the next pair, which is the euro and the Japanese yen. Same story, stuck between the high and the low. So the high of this one is 857. So it has not broken the high anywhere here. And I'm expecting a larger range. As always, something like this. So just being more patient, seeing of course also the liquidity areas below and above. So kind of the same story as the euro and the US dollar. More patience is required. For me to take trade, I would need to see a really large break to the downside and then a nice downtrend, or a really large break, just a sec, or a really large break to the upside and then for a nice uptrend to start. So yeah, of course I'm being more patient with any trending setups also, because a small trend can turn out to be a range very quickly, especially in the beginning of the week. Now for the Aussie and US dollar. So this pair is also stuck. Let me just see the low, 639, and this low is 642. So we have broken now and we are just ranging. You can definitely identify a range bound structure and ascending into a descending into another ascending. So expecting more of these channel to channel price action, exactly like this. And for me to take a trade, of course I need to see the same thing as the prior two pairs. So a nice large push and then a flag or a break and retest, or a nice large push down and then a flag or a break and retest, just for the price to move away from this current structure. That's about it for AU. Aussie JPY, same story, stuck in a range, expecting more of this. So yeah, kind of a boring forecast today, only ranging price action and just looking for a large impulse up or a large impulse down, as we know, like this. We can go to the next one. So the pound and the US dollar. For this one, I am seeing an ascending right here, so a clear ascending structure. So I was definitely looking for the price to reverse to the downside. And we are still stuck between the low and the high. So this is our most recent high. This is the most recent low. Of course, this is the most recent low because this is the first candle that is counter trend, which means this high is not higher than this one, and this one is higher than this one, this one is higher than this one, this one is higher than this one, and that's how it goes. So basically your first counter trend candle is the low, and we are still ranging inside of that structure, just an ascending into a descending, and I'm looking for a large push down, break and retest, and then a large push up, also a break and retest. So for flags, maybe remember I'm being a bit more patient. I do like taking some really wide flags, which look something like this. Quicker flags, smaller flags, I really don't tend to take on the pound. The main setup I focus on is the break and retest. That is the highest probability setup for the pound. So yeah, that is exactly what I'm looking for. And there was one here where I had an order on. This one for me was definitely textbook perfect setup. Large impulse up, small pullback, we continue with a clean close. So that is the exact setup I'm looking for. That is the cream of the crop. And yeah, that's about it for the pound. NJ is still also stuck between the most recent low and the most recent high. As you know, we identified the most recent low, and then our most recent high is the first counter trend candle. Right here, this candle's low is higher than this one, which means this one is counter trend, and we place our high because this one is higher than this one. We place it here, but this would have been the most recent high. Since this is higher, it is now here. And yeah, as you can see, we're still stuck between the high and the low, still haven't broken out. And I'm expecting a larger range inside of this structure, like this one. And I want to see a nice large push up, a flag or a break and retest, or a nice large push down, a flag or a break and retest. And of course, we need to be careful in these liquidity areas below and above. As always, we need to see how the price reacts. It can easily just break and retrace, so we need to see continuation of the momentum. That's about it for the forecast. I mean, textbook Monday and Tuesday price action, lots of ranges. After these huge wicks, we do expect a larger range. That is not really a bad sign. I mean, the price action is looking really good. The overall price action is not looking range bound, it looks like it's moving. So that's a very good sign for us to start taking trades if we identify a trend and if something fits our plan. So that's about it for the forecast. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, and yeah, I think we will get some moves. So good luck with your trading and see you in the next one.